Do you find yourself wondering whether this whole business thing was a mistake because you're not sure you have what it takes? Or maybe you're not sure what you do is actually helping people in the way you want to help them. Maybe you're exhausted because you're working so hard and yet you're not seeing the money come in the way you want it to or need it to. Doubt is very much part of owning a business. Every entrepreneur has moments when they question the rightness of a decision. And the trouble arises when doubt and worry are your constant companions. And then it's time to ask a really important question. Are you doubting the value of the business based on actual evidence that people don't want it? Or are you doubting yourself? Because not believing in yourself can keep you from doing the work you need to do to make your business viable. Hi, I'm Sally. I help overwhelmed small business owners transform their businesses so they can take better care of their clients and themselves. This video is going to be a little bit of a departure for me. Normally, my videos are about practical approaches to business issues entrepreneurs and small business owners face with a personal growth slant. But this video is more of a personal growth thing because there is no separation between who we are as business owners and who we are as human beings. And sometimes the human being needs a bit of love and attention in order for the business owner to thrive. This video may not be for you. If you are fully aware of your worth and value and you don't question whether it's right or reasonable to charge for your services, if you don't ever wonder whether you're allowed to have a business at all, if you never worry about getting things perfect because anything less is a failure, or if you walk confidently into networking situations and you don't feel like you're being pushy talking about your services to people who actually want them, then I suggest a different video. Maybe this one. This video is for the people who worry that they're charging too much for what they do, who suspect they might be doing something wrong by not just giving their work away, who shrink from networking because they worry people will think they're silly or not doing something worthy of attention, who believe they don't deserve a place at the table because they haven't been in this business for very long or aren't an expert or for any other reason around self-worth and being enough. You are the people this video is for. So this next thing, I'm going to say it a lot in this video. I am hoping that if I say it enough times, you'll be able to hear it. You are enough. Your skills and knowledge hold tremendous value. When you share your gifts and talents, you deserve to receive money in exchange as an expression of love and gratitude from your clients. But I know it's hard to believe that because I've been there. I know you want to help and heal and serve as many people as you can. And I also know that a diminished sense of self-worth can really limit your business impact. So let's talk about what's getting in your way and about how you can start to shift it. So first, let's look at why this is a problem you need to address. You may feel like you're being humble or modest by devaluing yourself and your work. You may believe it's somehow wrong to toot your own horn or pushy to put yourself out there. You may feel like you're being greedy for wanting to earn enough to make a living at your work. Whatever the specific focus, there is a part of you that is holding you back, insisting that you're not enough. So let's take the reluctance around networking and putting yourself out there as an example. You feel like you're being pushy. You've been trained all your life to be quiet and that if you just do the work, you'll get the rewards. It's rude to talk about yourself. And here's an honest question about that. If you don't make a point of telling as many people as possible about your services, how will the people you can help find you? Let me tell you a story about a 7-year-old Girl Scout who was too shy to talk to people. She stood outside by her mailbox, dressed in her uniform, afraid to knock on the neighbors' doors because she didn't want to bother them. She spent her time hoping people would realize she had something of value and stop to talk to her about it, even though she had no boxes of cookies to show them. And this was in the time when you took the sheet around for pre-sale. There were no tables at the grocery store. There was just little kids knocking on their neighbors' doors. And guess how many boxes of cookies she sold that way, standing by her mailbox? None. She sold 0 boxes. Within an hour, she'd given up and was inside the house, convinced she was a failure and feeling even less inclined to try to sell cookies to people. And guess how many of her neighbors even knew she was selling Girl Scout cookies? None of them. 0. They were busy adult people living busy adult lives, and most of them probably didn't even know she was a Girl Scout. The same thing applies to all of the people around you in the world today. They are consumed with their own lives and worries, and they are not paying attention to you and your business. They have so many other demands on their attention. There is very little chance they're going to just look up suddenly and notice that you're standing there offering your services. If you believe your services are valuable, if you believe they change people's lives, then you need to tell people about them. And if the thing that is getting in your way is that you don't believe in yourself, that's the thing you need to get a handle on, because it's not just getting in the way of promoting your work. A lack of confidence is probably causing other issues for your business as well. So here's the thing about low confidence and business ownership. It hamstrings you at every turn. When you don't believe in yourself, you don't trust yourself to make good decisions, you strive to control every little thing because anything less than perfection is a screaming signal that you aren't good enough. You struggle to set boundaries with clients and often give away more of your time, energy, and services than they pay for because you feel like you don't deserve to say no. And speaking of those services, you probably undercharge for them because you can't imagine people paying you to do this thing you do. Not because it's not what they want or because you do it poorly, you don't, but because you're doing it, and that probably means it's not worth that much. You can give me all kinds of reasons. I'm new, not everyone can afford this, I haven't had as much training or experience as these other people, but you have something valuable to share and a way of sharing it that is absolutely unique to you. And there are people who need and want your solutions to their problems. Also, there are ways to help the people who can't afford to pay the full price your services are worth without literally selling yourself short. When you aren't confident about your worth, you also most likely struggle with making decisions because you either don't trust yourself to make good ones or you don't trust yourself to recover when things go badly. And so you waffle, or you don't take any risks. And so you miss out on opportunities that could expand your reach and grow your business. I'm going to say it again now. You are enough. I know business ownership is tough. You have to make some scary decisions sometimes. You have to do things that are outside your comfort zone. You have to push yourself to your limits in ways that may have nothing to do with your workload. But you are enough. What you do is valuable and needed for the people who are your clients and your ideal clients. You owe it to your business, your clients, your employees, and yourself to believe your work has value and that you have value. Now, you might be hearing all of this and thinking, yeah, I appreciate the pep talk, but I need something more tailored to my specific business and my specific needs. Coaching is a great way to get individual support. If that interests you, I currently have some availability for new coaching clients, so you can schedule a 30-minute alignment conversation to see whether we'd work well together. There's a link in the show notes. It would be completely irresponsible for me to leave you with just words and no recommended actions, so let's look at things you can do to foster self-belief. First, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. I have made moments of self-appreciation part of my daily mindfulness practice. Before I begin my meditation, I sit quietly with myself, one hand on my chest and the other on my solar plexus, and I acknowledge myself. I appreciate myself, and I let myself love myself. It's maybe 10 minutes a day total, no more than 5 minutes every morning and every evening, but that care echoes through my day. And I've discovered it's much easier to treat others with kindness and compassion and patience when I've put myself at the top of that same list. Next, surround yourself with people who also treat you with kindness and compassion. Friends who get you and who appreciate what you bring to their lives just by existing are priceless. There are good people all around. Find some of them to spend time with. And third, To build your confidence, set some realistic goals and work toward them. I've done a video on how to create aligned, achievable goals for your business. You can access it here. And once you have those goals, break them down into smaller steps and feel your confidence grow as you make each step happen. And let's be clear here. In this situation, a realistic goal could be to find and attend 5 networking opportunities within the next month. That would require doing research on where your ideal clients spend their time and finding events where you can meet them, creating a loose introductory script about what you do so you can feel comfortable explaining it, and then attending the events and actually talking to people. That's it. A goal that helps your business by getting the message out there, and a goal that helps you by helping you gain confidence, both because you achieved it and because you built some important skills. When you've accomplished those goals, remember to celebrate your wins. When we don't believe in ourselves, we often don't take the time to honor our achievements, even while we're kicking ourselves hard for our mistakes. But part of treating yourself with kindness and compassion means patting yourself on the back when you've earned it. The good stuff you do deserves to be acknowledged. And finally, take care of your physical health. I know that's probably one of the first things to go by the wayside as a business owner. There are always more things that could be done, and enough sleep, a healthy diet, rest, and exercise feel like easy things to put off until later, once you've dealt with this issue or hit this sales target. But you'll actually be much more capable of doing all the things you need to do if you take physical care of yourself too. You'll most likely discover that you feel better about yourself and your choices when you're living in a healthy way as well. And if any of this resonated with you, or if you know a business owner who could use this information, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And if any of this resonated with you, know this: you deserve to believe in yourself. I believe in you. You had the dream and the courage to start a business serving the needs of your clients. That's huge, but I believe you can do it. We can do hard things. And you are capable of taking this on. You are enough. Thank you.